Huzzah! What's going on, everyone? It is Storm the Bard here. We're looking at another top 5 reasons to play. This one is Deaths Gambit, made by White Rabbit and published by Adult Swim Games. Now, one thing I've noticed over the last year, maybe couple of years per se, pixel art has really taken off when it comes to certain games. You have games like Death's Gambit, you have games like Two Kingdoms, I don't know, the list could go on basically. There's a lot of pixel art games that are out there, and they're just getting, I don't know. To me personally, I really like the style. I think they're pretty beautiful when it comes down to it, looking at it, and this game is no exception. This is Death's Gambit. This is top 5 reasons to play. Let's get into it, starting with number 1. Again, no consecutive order. These are just the top 5 reasons I think you should check this out. And we're going to start right off the bat with the characters. The characters in this game are absolutely awesome. The NPCs are really cool. There's a lot of good voice line, good voice acting all the way through. Death here was very surprising in terms of how he was written out, and it gave me a lot of chuckles, to say the least, which I really enjoyed. The other NPCs, they all have just some good lines, good writing, and they make you feel kind of immersed in that world on top of it too. Number 2. We're going into the combat. Now, sometimes these games can do really well. Sometimes you get like a lot of too much platforming, or too much other stuff, I guess, that would kind of throw you off. I thought this was a great balance. There was a lot of good combat in this game. You had some good builds to do. You have like two-handed weapons, you've got one-handed weapons, you got magic, different types of style. If you're a dexterity person, you want to just spin around a lot or just like dodge a lot and strike, you can do that. If you want to just do like I want to say that my first playthrough was a two-handed sword, so it was all about strength, just heavy hits, and it really did well all the way to the end of the game for me. So, because that's definitely my style. I like big crashing hits, and then of course that classic tank style. So that's what I went with, and it went out well. So the combat in this game, very enjoyable. All right. Number 3, the bosses. The bosses are very well done. You have things from like this warrior here who is having a spear, to I found a sniper, to a robotic metal creature, to a giant monster. Like, there is just a lot of variety. They are really well done. They have some really good phases. They are challenging, yet at the same time not punishing. So it was a lot of fun to go through and see the different bosses and just combat them, really, and have a good battle. Number 4, exploration. You know me, I'm a fan of RPGs, I'm a fan of open worlds, and I really enjoyed the exploration in this game. They gave you a lot of things to look for, from secret areas to one of the cool things I really thought that they did well was, like, so if you're having a problem with a boss, you explore the level or the area, and if you can find these tomes, there's like 3 of them, which basically cut down the damage the boss does to you. And I want to say it was either cut down the damage it does to you, or makes it so you do more damage to the boss, one of the two. But regardless, anyway, it makes it a little more easier to take on the boss if you can go through and find those 3 tomes, which really rewarded for exploration. They did a good job. Not to mention, every area had its own kind of unique look to it, which is cool. So it made you want to go run around and find things, and not to mention all the different items, of course, that you could use to make yourself more powerful. And that brings me to my last one, which is the art. Again, I am a big fan of these pixel art games. I really love the look of these things. I think they are beautiful. They're really well done, whether it's hand-drawn, whether it's digital. It's just, I don't know, there's something about them that really calls out to me. I like these games a lot, and this is no exception. Death's Gambit did a great job. It looks good. It looks smooth. It looks solid. The pixel art looks great. And it really just opened up, like when you go into an area and you go into a level and it like pans out and shows you the big amount. Like, there's a few probably scenes that you've maybe seen in the trailers and whatnot, but even then, like when we just walked into this place and it panned out and it kind of showed you this, the sanctuary area, and it just looks really good, and you just kind of stop and you're like, wow, they did a great job with that. So that is definitely my top 5th reason to check it out. If you are a fan of these pixel art games and you want to see some beautiful artwork, then definitely take a look. So that is Deaths Gambit, 2D Souls-like game, RPG, plenty of options, plenty of builds, plenty of exploration. Check it out. Made by White Rabbit, published by Adult Swim Games. I'm Storm the Bard. That's the top 5 reasons to play Deaths Gambit. If you like it, let me know in the comments if you played it. Also, there's DLC coming for it. It's going to be free, adding on new bosses, new areas, new exploration. I can't wait. I'm going to dive back in. I want to see it all again. And yeah, beyond that, have a good one. Be safe, be just, and as always, huzzah! Take care, everyone.